Hello! We're making a lot of noise! What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. I have been designing my own camo with a designer that I hired for the past month and a half now, and it's finally come to fruition. I didn't really know how to reveal this whole thing, so I'm out here on a camping trip in the van, and the van is completely wrapped in my new SEI camo. If you guys are familiar with my Tacoma, then all of the wrap inside of here is my old camo, which is fine. I still love this camo pattern, but what I wanted to do was design a camo for myself. That way I own all of the rights to it and I can sell it on my website. I'm actually working on my new website right now, and it should be up in a week, or it might be up when this video goes live. So we got hoodies and stuff over there. Go check it out. I'll leave a link for it in the description down below. So I may put this new camo up on my website for sale at some point. I'm not sure when, but let's check out what it looks like. I have some company on this trip. Storyteller versus Revel. This is Thor and Amy, and we're gonna be hanging out with them and cooking some food in a little bit. Camo time. Here is the new SEI camo, complete new wrap job on the van. Thank you to my buddy Jake at Lucid Wraps. It's already muddy and dirty, but here you can kind of see some of the details. So it's still like a shattered camo, and then I inlaid my logo kind of subtly throughout it. That is the least subtle one because it's right on my door, but we've got a little one up top there, which is hard to see. We added some orange accents around the cassette toilet door. This camo is kind of darker than the previous camo, but also lighter in some ways. I decided to use a lot more contrast with this design, so it's pretty flashy, but also kind of subdued at the same time. I didn't plan on it being like a snow camo, however, kind of works as a snow camo for the lighter areas, but then it also kind of fits into urban environments as well. Down here by my license plate, just so happened that the logo fell right there. Got a little one right here. It's kind of similar to Multicam, if you guys are familiar with that. Multicam has their logo all throughout it, just for branding's sake, so there's another one. We inlaid the track here in orange because it's obviously my favorite color outside of blacks and whites and grays. So there you have it, the brand new SEI camo. I'll bring you guys some more on this later at some point. You can find photos of it and detailed shots over on my Instagram right now, so let me know what you think. I know this is not going to be for everyone. There's going to be a lot of people who think this is completely ugly, but I love it. It's crazy, kind of ridiculous, but it has I don't know, it has a charm to it, I guess. Now let's check in with the neighbors. Hello, neighbors.
Hello.
Hello. What are you guys doing?
Making the bed.
We're making the bed. You got me in a really vulnerable spot.
Oh, this is perfect.
You got the tequila out. making the bed.
Just making the bed. We got the tequila out, the Baja Special.
Oh yeah.
Look at this
Breaking
super
it out
fancy
for-
rumple, too.
Oh, I just got a new rumple the other day. I got
Dude,
two
this
of
is
them
like
in the
the
van.
Queen double down rumple.
Feel it.
Oh, I got the synthetic one. That's even nicer.
It's so nice. It's gonna be
Dang.
so warm. We won't even need heat tonight.
I know.
Shout out to us not having gasoline.
Yeah. So this is Amy and Thor's Beast Mode Storyteller. And you guys are kind of familiar with this already. We came all the way out here to the camp spot, and it's kind of my fault too. I should have asked how you were on fuel, but
That'll be alright.
you're kind of at a quarter tank, so the heat's pumping right now.
Yeah, we're just gonna get her warmed up, and then she stays warm overnight, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you run out of fuel at some point, you can sleep on my tiny little thing in there.
Yeah, I don't know if they built those for...
Not for a lot of people,
For
no.
a lot of people, yeah.
So this kind of gets into like the comparison between the Revel and the Storyteller, which I did a video on in the past. You guys can check that out somewhere up here in the cards. But for hanging out and doing like short trips with multiple people, like this is the way to go. You can kind of hang out in a Revel a little bit, but there's just so much more room.
And we still have like, because we fly out on Monday, we have our like suitcases and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But generally, like if you have everything in the cabinets, like we for sure fit like 6 people in here like super comfortably.
Yeah.
And I think we had like 15 or 20, like 15 to 20 at one time last year at one of the Adventure Van Expos. So
Yeah.
It's definitely more friendly for hanging out.
yeah.
So I'm gonna pour myself some of this new whiskey. Shout out to RD1. This company just hit me up and was like, hey, you wanna try some whiskey? I was like, sure. So I'll let you guys know how that is. And then we're gonna cook food. So we're gonna be cooking in the Sat Van. All right guys, so here we go. We're gonna start cooking in the Sat Van. I'm making something that's a little more extravagant from like my normal microwave Hot Pockets or like jambalaya single pot on a stove. We're gonna make mushu pork bowls or something like that. I don't know. I got a bunch of ingredients that I already prepped at home, and we're gonna throw stuff together and make it work. Anyone who's curious about the RD1 whiskey, spicy, 98 proof, lots of flavor. It's a very good whiskey, but it's hot at the same time. Don't have ice, so I cut it with a little bit of water and it's good. So I decided to downsize my pot because we're only making a tiny bit of rice. So I pre-cut, packaged all the ingredients, scallions, lime, scallion whites, even sugar. I don't feel like carrying this stuff with me all the time, so we're just rolling with this. I even have 3/4 of a cup of water mixed with salt. So salted water going in the pot with some rice. And we're gonna bring that to a boil for a couple minutes, maybe like 15 or so. Now we're gonna take our tiny little pan, and now 10 ounces of pork. Gonna go on here and brown it up. The knife I'm carrying today, small Sebenza 31 with dual thumb studs. All right, rice was boiling. We reduced that down to a simmer. We're gonna let that rock for like 15-ish minutes. Time to brown this pork. All right, now that our pork is browned, I'm gonna take the scallion whites that I prepped at home, dump those into the mix. We're also gonna add some of this red cabbage, and I'm probably not gonna put all of this in because the pan is a lot smaller than I'd like, but hey. After 2 to 3 minutes, all that cabbage and everything is kind of softening up a little bit. Now it's time to add the pre-portioned sauces. A whole thing of this sauce, a little bit of sweet chili sauce as well. I love sweet chili, so I'm gonna try to squeeze as much of this out as possible. 2.5 tablespoons of some sweet soy glaze. And now last but not least, we got 1/2 tablespoon of sugar going in and 1/2 lime. However much juice you want to put in here. All right, we stirred all those ingredients to combine them all up. The rice timer just went off. It's not the best pot to cook in, but it's aight. Rice into the bowls, pork into the bowls, a little bit of lime on the side, green scallions on top, and then we'll have the finished product, which looks like this. Bam. It looks good, but I know for a fact that rice is not cooked all the way. It's hard cooking in higher elevation in a tiny little pan like that, but that's all right. The pork should be good.
Hello! We make a lot of noise!
As soon as I walk over. You guys are burning the van to the
you're on
ground.
fire, man!
Welcome to our shit show.
How's it going?
Well, I'm trying to cook her fat steak.
All right, well mine's done, and my rice, it's hard cooking rice in like a little pot in a van. All right, so you get first dibs here.
Ooh.
Look at the presentation. Don't judge the rice too much.
I got you a steak.
Oh man, that looks really good.
Yeah, look at that.
Woo!
You want me to just slide it on in there?
On the top here.
You want a fancy steak knife? Here.
Sure.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah, that's just for you.
Courtesy of Inhabit
I also
Designers.
have like a baked potato for you too.
This one's yours.
Okay.
We shoot pork.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
The rice is not done right, but scallions, sesame seeds.
It's okay. I forgive you.
All right, I'm gonna be my own worst critic here. Pork and cabbage and pork is good.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even a big pork guy, but yeah, the rice is kind of crunchy, so you need around that.
I'm gonna do a little bit of both.
All right, it's just crunchy.
The pork's really good.
The pork is good.
The rice is for sure crunchy.
The rice is not good.
Yeah, spend more time in the microwave.
We need your assessment of the pork and rice.
Oh no. It's a little undercooked.
Yeah.
It's a little.
I need a rice cooker. All right, this is not even going to be a competition because I messed mine up, but steak. Dude, when you can cook steak in a van, you know how to do it right.
That's actually not bad.
That's done pretty good.
That's actually not bad.
It's pretty solid.
I completely take what I was going to say away. I am the master. I don't know. There's no other man than me.
Try that piece right there.
This one?
Uh-huh. So good.
Oh, man. That is so good. Damn.
Yeah.
We're going to enjoy these steaks
Yeah, that's for
and
him.
try to enjoy the pork on top of the bad rice.
Yeah.
And we are back to the Sat van. Dinner was good. Thor and Amy definitely beat my cooking after messing up the rice. But regardless, it was good. Food was good. Talk shop about van stuff, and I miss being in the van, I'm not gonna lie. I got the heater set to 69, nice. Got my insulation up here and all the windows. I'm not sure how cold it's getting tonight. I forgot to check the weather before we came out here, but I don't really check the weather when I'm in the van because even if it's super cold, it doesn't really matter. We're doing good on power. Even after using my induction cooktop, I still have 89.7% battery left. I'm just gonna let the heater run all night and it's gonna be nice and cozy in here. Gotta put the bed down. So I didn't really get to film a whole lot on the way in here because it was snowing. The roads weren't terrible, but they weren't the greatest either. So it seems like the temp is getting low tonight, but it hopefully should not be snowing anymore. I kind of wish it was, honestly. I'm still wanting to like go out and get snowed in somewhere, whether I'm in the van or with the truck. But I don't think that's going to happen tonight. So I think we're going to wake up to a pretty clear morning. Maybe we'll cook some breakfast, check out the area a little bit. So we'll pick up with this in a second here. I'm gonna get some sleep and hopefully we'll wake up to some nice weather in the morning. Hey guys, back at home now, and I am currently getting ready to winterize the van. Doesn't mean I'm not going to use the van throughout the winter, I just don't think I'm really going to be using water all that much, and I don't want my plumbing to freeze. So I'm about to empty all of the water out of the van. I probably will put some antifreeze through the lines, that way I don't have to worry about it all winter, and I'm gonna start using the van as a ski shuttle because it's about time to start skiing here in Colorado. Most of my longer trips throughout the winter would be more comfortable in the van. However, I'm going to be doing quite a few longer trips with the truck and the Kimbo. So hopefully you guys are excited to see that. It's going to be quite the change going from living out of the van to living out of the camper, but it's gonna be pretty fun, pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to it, so hopefully you guys are too. Now that is all for today. I'll bring you guys some more photos, videos, and other content surrounding the new SEI Camo. If anyone's interested in getting some for a project, whether it's on your own vehicle or you could basically put it on anything, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to get that new website set up here as soon as possible. That is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like. And if you're new here, consider clicking subscribe because I make new videos every week. As always, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.